Hello there, YouTube. I thought I'd make another quick video, just to keep this ball rolling. So, I was talking on Discord. I have a Discord server. If you want to join it, you're welcome to do so. It's linked in the description. And I think that even though it's not very active, it is probably one of the best Discord servers you can join. And I'll explain later throughout the video. So, the reason that I really like my community, even though there's probably only about a dozen people who are regularly posting, and another 24 who occasionally drop in, is because it's actually a community. This video is about community managers, community moderators, and people who try to run online communities. They're not communities anymore. That's the big problem. One of the things that I notice is that online areas, online communities, even including YouTube and places where I do post, they haven't been communities for a long time. It used to be that you could post on a message board and people would get to know you and you develop at least a low-level friendship with some people. You could be a member of a message board for years, and people would get to know you just by your username, and they'd know, the way you word things, the kind of things that you're going to talk about, your opinions, your life. Some of my closest friends now are people I've met online, and with Discord and with PlayStation, I'm online more and more. I run tabletop RPGs online. I play PlayStation online. I just chat with people online constantly. One of my closest friends is someone who I have never been in a room with. He lives in the Netherlands, and I live in the UK. Right? This is someone who I've now known for more than 5 years, and I speak to almost daily. I would say we spend probably a good 3 or 4 hours talking on Discord, just video and audio chats each week, not counting the role-playing games that we play in together, not counting PlayStation games we play together, not counting just messages backwards and forwards on the server, and that's just one person. There are a dozen people on there that I have close friendships with, that I have known now for literal years. And this is the difference. This is why I say community moderators are pointless. Community moderators are destroying the internet. And the reason is that they're not moderating a community anymore. They are running an engagement farm. They are there primarily to make people show up and post stuff, react to stuff, look at stuff. They don't care who you are. They don't care what you do. They care that your eyeballs are looking at the thing, consume product, then get excited for next product. That's what they want. They don't care, and if you can spend money, that's even better. So it's made it now so that you can't have any kind of community spirit, any kind of interaction, any friendships. And the best example of this is the way people ban other people now. Communities will ban you for the slightest thing. You can be banned for life from a community because you made a statement they don't like. I have been banned from book clubs because I've made a statement people just don't particularly like. And it gets silly. One of the examples I have is one person banned me from their Booktube Discord because I said Star Wars wasn't sci-fi. I'm not joking. That's legitimately why he banned me. Because he's a Star Wars fan, and he claims to be a sci-fi fan, and he really doesn't like fantasy, or at least he doesn't like the perception of fantasy. So if you tell him that one of his favourite franchises isn't sci-fi, but fantasy and space, and it is, Star Wars, if you're not aware, I mean, who isn't aware, but I mean, the younger people might not be, because Disney's ruined it. Star Wars is literally about psychic knights with magic light swords who go to a floating doom fortress in space to fight an evil wizard. That's a fantasy story. They even call themselves knights. They are Jedi knights. Like, that should tell you a lot there. So yeah, communities shouldn't be so ban-happy. I have people on my server who disagree with me fundamentally on some massive things. Like, I am very pro-Ukraine in the Russia-Ukraine war. There is a member of that server who is very pro-Russia in the Russia-Ukraine war. We disagree vehemently on that issue. And yet, I haven't banned her. I haven't told her that she's not welcome. We've had disagreements, and admittedly, when she got very, very dogged about it, it did get heated. But we didn't just go, right, okay, gone. Because that's not how you treat people who you like and respect. That's not how you treat a friend. And if it's a community, they should be your friends. They should be people you like and respect. If you join my Discord and you post hateful, disgusting crap within the first 48 hours, and you are belligerent and intolerant and just a horrible person to be around, you're going to get booted. But if you join the server and you engage in conversation and you get to know people and you just chat and speak your mind, you're not going to get banned. Not even if you come on one day and ranted and said this horrible diatribe of angry nonsense. I'm not going to ban you for that. Why? Because that's not how you treat a friend. Maybe there's an extenuating circumstance. Maybe they've had a bad day. Maybe that person was just at their granddad's funeral and they've spent the last 3 hours grief-stricken and drinking, and now in their drunken, grief-riddled mess, they've logged on and they're now just typing nonsense. Maybe they're going to log on tomorrow, realise the horrible things they've just posted, and are going to be very apologetic. If you ban them immediately, they're not going to have a chance for that reflection. Not going to have a chance to realise that they made a mistake. Hell, even if they were just saying a thing that you find objectionable, you can't argue with them. You can't debate with them. You can't convince them that they're wrong if you ban them. Maybe you could talk things through and learn their perspective and perhaps change their mind by having a conversation like a normal person. I hate the way community management is run online. Community moderators have ruined the internet. And I intend to have at least one space where that's not going to be the case. I'm pushing back because I want the rise of community to happen again. So if you're interested in that, come and join me on Discord and we can chat. Post something in the comments here and we can have a nice friendly conversation. Because I'm sick of the internet becoming so corporate, so sanitised, and so groupthink based. And I get the impression a lot of other people are too, based on the comments I've been getting on my previous videos. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. See you soon. Maybe we'll chat in Discord. Until then, bye.